Almost fair.
Gotta make sure I'm not packing in this video.
I don't want the crossbow.
Alright. Doing movies we saw as a group in 2019. Not every movie we all saw, but we saw as a group. Not as a group. First one. Scary stories to tell in the dark.
S tier.
No.
That is bullshit.
Okay.
You're an idiot.
But
I
in
haven't
all
even seen it.
seriousness, probably B tier.
Honestly, it's pretty average movie.
I'd say C tier.
Because it wasn't bad.
I think C is
C?
fair.
Why?
I didn't think it was
C,
bad.
C is like average. B is slightly
No.
above average.
B, this is a tier. B is average.
Alright, we'll say B then.
B?
We'll say B. It was
Alright.
average. It wasn't great.
I would say that we could update this when we finish, but we're not doing anything like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Dark Phoenix.
Didn't see it.
I'm gonna
Honestly,
put that in B too.
as far as the recent X-Men movies go, it's not bad.
But
I'll
overall,
put it in B.
It's pretty shite.
It's B, I think.
I want to go C.
It's definitely not as good as Scary Stories to Tell in the
Yeah.
Dark. There's no way.
No.
There's no way.
I don't know, man.
There's no way.
S tier.
Well,
Am I dropping C tier?
We'll drop it in C because
Yeah.
I don't really want to die on this hill. I don't care.
Captain
that much.
Marvel.
That's
Yo,
easy C
C.
tier.
C?
Less than
Captain
C.
Marvel is not that
I
good as
hated
far
it.
as Marvel movies go.
I'd say it was better than Dark Phoenix.
Put it in B if it makes you feel better, man.
I
No,
thought
that's
it was
not
bad.
I don't
Oh.
care.
I thought it was
That's-
bad.
She runs around without shoes on, Shay. You're saying C tier?
I'm saying C tier.
She says photon blast. And that, like,
She says photon
does
blast
nothing.
like 12 times, and Samuel L. Jackson makes an innuendo about T. I'm done.
Joker.
S.
S.
S. That was a phenomenal movie. Next up is also Aladdin.
Didn't see it. Heard it was bad.
The movie itself was not great. The acting
Smith.
was
I'm gonna put
the
it in
acting
C.
was whack except for Will Smith.
Will Smith carried
The
it.
songs,
Drop it in C.
the songs were great,
Where
but it
that
was
go?
not a musical. Therefore, C tier.
Wait, where'd you put it?
C tier.
That seems fair, I think.
Yeah.
It would be trash, except for Will Smith. In the
Will
movie.
Smith, and it's funny because going into it, I thought Will Smith was gonna be terrible, like the worst.
He
thing
was
they
the
could
only
have
good
done.
part.
He was the only good part.
Brightburn.
Didn't see it.
Ooh.
S tier.
Brightburn was not the movie I thought it would be.
No, but I don't think it was bad.
I'm
was
gonna drop it in
good.
B tier.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
The
B.
only part that got me was the eye.
I thought
Still
the
besides
jaw was
that.
visceral
Yeah, but
though.
everything else was
The
great.
jaw kill was very
A?
It's
visceral.
good.
A?
I say B.
I say B.
B?
I like Scary Stories more than that.
It was a really good movie, but it wasn't a great movie.
Yeah.
That's true.
It was just like we had such low I at least had low expectations for it.
Yeah,
so.
that's true. It did better than I thought it would do.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think B
Okay.
is fair.
I'll respect the B. Endgame.
S.
Yeah.
S.
Gotta be.
It's like, you really can't make a case for anything other than
Yeah.
S.
I think it's gonna have to be S.
It is. It's just, like, it almost feels wrong because it's just so obvious. Frozen 2.
Didn't see it.
Had a Chicago song in it. Wasn't that great.
Trash.
Either B or
The
C
original
tier.
Frozen was better. I feel
C.
like they just didn't have a direction, and they were just like,
I like
we're
the
making
music
money.
more in this one.
I'm really glad
Really?
that I live in a
No
world where
good
grown
story,
men
though.
can debate the merits of Frozen 2.
Well, they basically just made an Avatar
I mean-
episode extra long.
Yeah. We put this in trash?
I don't know. I had the Chicago song though.
Is ever? Do you guys hate Frozen 2?
I
didn't
like
watch
the
it.
music.
I just don't like Frozen.
As a
in
kid's
general.
movie, it was fine. But I was going in there trying to walk out learning something, and I didn't. Frozen 2 just
What
didn't.
on God's earth were you trying to learn from
Your
Frozen
metro.
2?
Who
Bro,
else says lesbian?
My
all over
fantasy
B?
team
Dude,
sleep.
he left 190 points in the bench.
Do we have any reason to
great.
move it up from trash?
See, I haven't
No.
seen it, so I can't say anything.
Godzilla, Hydrogen Bomb.
Dude, S
Oxygen
Oxygen
Destroyer.
Destroyer.
S tier.
Hydrogen bombs are
tier.
real. We don't even know what the oxygen bomb is. The oxygen
Okay.
destroyer.
Not the oxygen bomb.
The CGI in this
oxygen
movie, I
destroyer.
really like. The monsters seem believable.
The Oxygen Destroyer.
Plus, there's an oxygen destroyer.
I strongly disagree. Godzilla got supercharged by getting nuked. They're like, oh, now he's also a nuke.
No, it was awesome though. You walk into that movie just that was like one of the
That was
good parts
after
of the
they
movie.
used the oxygen destroyer.
Like you guys were really losing your minds about the oxygen destroyer. I was so into the movie that I didn't even notice.
I feel like I have to put
I
that in
really
C
like that
tier.
movie.
I'm gonna put it in C tier.
C?
Yeah.
C.
Yeah.
I'd probably go A.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I think it's C.
Well, it's 3C versus 2A.
See, you really have to go in there a fan of Godzilla, and if you don't,
We
I
just
don't
get
think
rid
you're
of
gonna be
all the
okay.
human crap, and then would
But the
say
problem
A.
is the human
The-
crab
yeah,
was
that's
half
the
the
problem.
movie.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
more than half
Okay,
the
okay.
movie.
RJ, Seth, rock, paper, scissors. This determines where it goes. Unless we all decide B, which nobody's doing that.
He
Is
won.
it best
God.
2 out of 3?
No, screw you, Seth.
Okay.
It's a lot, Arshay.
Godzilla's not the same as It too.
B tier.
I didn't see it.
It was not as good as the first.
No. It definitely is not an A.
It was.
No, it's not.
It's B tier.
Yeah, like that was just. It's not as good as the first one. Your expectations, it didn't reach them.
The horror wasn't as visceral as in the first
The
one. Either.
scariest part was when the people in front of us released a red balloon halfway through the movie.
There was a lot more gore in this one. I'll give it that. The kills were a lot
I did
gorier.
like that. I did like that part of Brightburn too. I didn't know I was. John Wick 3,
Didn't see it.
I put it 8 tier.
A.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to say B.
I like John Wick 3. Like it's just a fighting action
I
movie where
still,
John
no
Wick
matter
is
what
just
you
a
say, I
badass.
cannot believe in a world where these guys know they're going after the most dangerous man alive, and they pull out knives every scene. Everyone comes at him with a knife.
Okay, but that's more about the world building and less about the movie. So
World
as
building's
a, as
part
a,
of the movie,
as a
though.
trilogy, I would knock it for that, but for the movie, I wouldn't.
I'm still saying B. But
Okay, but we have 3 A's, right?
I know you guys can put it in A.
Exactly.
But like I'm saying B.
Knives Out.
I'm
I
dropping
really
A.
liked that.
I
I really like that movie.
I don't think it's S tier.
But that's
I
why
think
she
it's
was.
A.
That was a candidate for best of the year for me.
I know it was really good. It was really good.
I can feel good about putting
Captain
that in there.
America was so good.
Oh, Chris Evans was amazing.
What the heck are you doing?
It turned off.
Idiot.
But,
But
it's still
the,
recording, we're
the,
chilling.
the twists in that movie were nice though.
Yeah.
Like I knew that Captain America was going to be the bad guy, but all the shit with the medicine swapping, I didn't predict that.
And it was just a good cast.
Yeah. Are we putting it S tier?
No, I can't.
I vote A.
I'm gonna go A.
It's a good movie.
You can't
but-
say it's better than Joker. I mean,
No. I'm gonna put it above
Yeah, it's
John
on the
Wick in the
same level.
category.
Yeah, I easily above John Wick for me.
The Lion King.
Didn't see it.
Here's
it's not bad.
I thought it was
the
good.
animals are so cute.
They are.
They're adorable. Other than that,
Yeah,
it's just bad Lion
Is it
King.
Scar?
Yeah, it was bad.
Scar was just a
Lion King.
terrible.
Scar's just a lion.
terrible villain.
It's literally all-
Scar's just a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in animated, you can make the difference with the scar and the coloring of the line.
But
This
I feel
one you
like-
can't.
Look, if
Exactly.
Marvel could turn a grape into a menacing villain,
Like
I
it's
think
hard for
that-
a movie to be good when there's not a good.
Here's the
villain.
thing: I didn't
Like,
see it though,
I
so I
want
can't.
I would say
to
B.
put it in trash though. Like part of me just
I haven't
wants
seen it,
to.
but I'd be totally okay voting trash.
I would say either B or C, but
I would say
See?
C.
I'll say the theater we saw it in was trash.
Where did you see it?
I will
In
give you that.
Florida.
Yeah.
Where the heck we were.
You definitely don't go
That
to a
was
tourist
terrible.
theater in Florida. Bad decision.
What was it like?
Horrible.
Like disgusting? Like the floors were sticky with soda.
I'm pretty sure I sat in a vat of maple
Dude,
syrup.
I sat in a
dude.
later when I first saw it.
Dude, someone probably said they're just
Yeah.
lighting up.
We just saw this movie. I don't remember what it's called. Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler. I want to.
A tier for me.
Yeah, I wanted to go A.
Hey?
Hey,
I
yeah.
missed the only good part of the movie.
You missed the payoff,
I know.
and it was quite a payoff because he wins, and you know everyone's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, this is it. This is great," and the guy just shoots him.
like I would put it.
I love when stuff happens like that in movies.
That was a good movie.
It actually was. Adam Sandler. I would see more.
He's
Adam
a
Sandler movies
very
like that.
capable dramatic actor.
Yeah. Detective Pikachu.
I have to put it in
We
C.
actually watched that. I forgot.
Dude,
about
I
that.
love that movie.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I'm putting it
Just
in
because
C.
I'm a huge Pokemon fan,
I'm-
not because it was a good movie.
I'm dropping it in C. It wasn't.
The
I might-
plot was whack.
I might want to say trash.
Alright, so that did just cut out Detective Pikachu. I already regret saying I love that movie, but we are still playing the meme that Shay got in the theater right now. All right.
Start.
So, we did record Shazam. What did we determine, boys?
It's an A tier.
Let me tell you, the
The casing for that movie, Walmart, is phenomenal. Hours of entertainment. You flip it back and forth, the image changes. I have no idea how it works, but
RJ couldn't understand it either.
several of my friends were fascinated by this
Yeah,
case.
you
Let me
were
tell
there.
you.
What?
Was I even there with the?
When Rod was like, "Oh, it's really
Oh,
cool."
Nathaniel. My
Yeah,
bad. You
yeah,
guys
it was
both
Rod.
both your names start with R.
Yeah. It's understandable.
You know, you got a holographic DVD case. Hours of entertainment.
Spider-Man Far From Home.
A tier for me.
I'd go S.
I would go S.
That movie was so good.
It was good.
It's not the best Spider-Man 2 movie.
But see, here's the thing.
Wow.
I do not think I could put it in the same tier as Endgame.
Really?
I don't.
I definitely
Like,
could.
I feel
I
like
think it does a good job at
Because it had
picking
all
up
the
where
pressure.
Endgame left off.
Alright,
Yeah, it's-
that's a
it's
fair
so
point.
good.
It's almost like an extension of Endgame, so I
Yeah.
can put it in S.
it's just so good.
We can put it in S.
The opening scene, too.
Dude,
Oh, the
how
opening
they-
scene is
idea how they
hilarious.
go with
Dude,
it.
and think about it. The ending scene of Spider-Man 2 was Far From Home, and then when they were like, yeah, we don't know if we're going to keep Spider-Man, the whole world was
Yeah.
on the rockers.
Yeah, drop it S.
Like, yeah, I like that. Rise of Skywalker. I feel like this one's going to be controversial, but not really, but also kind of.
B.
I don't know where to put it.
B.
For me,
I would say B.
I would say A, high A, maybe S. It was an
B.
enjoyable experience. And I'm
I'd put it B.
not gonna nitpick the pacing, which was an issue, and I'm not gonna nitpick any of the kind of weird
It
plot
didn't have a
details that weren't
story.
resolved.
Yeah.
It didn't
This
have a
is- this
I
is
feel
story.
what I
like
would
if
say.
you would put it in comparison to every other movie, it's just an average movie.
If we were doing a Star Wars movie tier list, I would put it in A. But we're not. And that's why I would put it in B.
Yeah.
Because in terms of other Star Wars movies, which is what I would compare it to, like, naturally, it was a good Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
is
Yeah, it
what I would
wasn't
say.
bad.
No, but in terms of movies that we saw as a whole, it just ain't it, Chief.
It was
No, it's average.
It is.
I think
It's fun.
alright, we can drop it in B.
It's a fun time like Shazam, but Shazam really didn't have that many problems.
But the thing is, Shazam's plot also didn't have that much riding on it.
no,
It was a one shot.
Yeah, that's a
it
good
was a
point.
done
That's a good
deal.
point.
Skywalker had a lot
the
more to do.
expectations
But it's not
were
a movie that tried to do
astronomical.
anything. It was just trying to like fix mistakes, kind of backtrack on everything.
Well, that's the point. It's a conclusion to a saga
Yeah.
that has historically had a lot of problems. It had a lot riding on it. I don't know if there's anything they could have done to fix that.
Yeah.
But we can't like look at the series as a whole. We have to look at that as a movie. So I think I can go with B tier.
Yeah. Toy Story 4.
Didn't see it.
Ooh.
S tier.
I didn't like it. But that's not
I'm gonna have to put that in B tier too.
It was the worst Toy Story
Yeah.
movie,
I think so.
but low key, it almost got me at the end.
But we all
I
remember.
almost shed
It
a
did
tear.
not.
But we
almost
all
get
remember
me.
bawling our
happened at
eyes
the
out
end?
as eight
Yeah.
year olds.
Yeah.
In the theater.
They really pulled us into that jazz.
And then you try doing the same
Oh,
thing, and it was
where'd he
nowhere
go?
near as emotional,
Yeah.
in my
Yeah.
opinion. Like when they said Toy Story 3 was like the last one at the time,
And they
like
just
you know,
went
everything
on. It was a good
changed.
conclusion.
Lost
It
toys
just
together.
I think we should drop it in B.
I would. Here's my argument for trash. There was no reason for them to do that. Jacob just convinced me. Toy Story 3 should have been it.
Yeah.
Finito.
It was a good
Epic
finale. It was a good
conclusion.
finale.
It did.
It was.
It ended well.
But
There
here's
was
the thing.
No reason, and then they just try to do the same thing. We've already seen this movie, and it worked.
Okay,
the
we
first
could
time.
argue that there's no reason for any of the sequel trilogy to exist.
Yes.
Ah.
Did it really change anything about the state of the end? And the answer is no. It was like, oh, Palpatine's back and he's dead again.
We're talking about Toy Story.
Yeah, what are you talking
I know,
about?
but I'm talking about the rise of I'm talking about Rise of Skywalker. If your argument for putting a movie in trash is that it has no reason to exist, then we could easily throw the Rise of Skywalker
Okay,
in
then
the
put
trash.
Rise of Skywalker in
No,
trash.
it
under
did have a
that.
reason to exist, what you said, which was kind of tying up all the loose ends.
But I'm saying that
Here's the thing.
if the sequel trilogy didn't exist, then there would be no reason to even have it.
But Toy Story
Yeah.
is about this core group of toys and like how they went from A to B, which was fully fulfilled from 1, 2, and 3. There's no need to have 4. Star
You
Wars?
actually didn't even need to have 3.
Not really.
But
Not
3 was
really.
good enough.
Yeah, 3 was
It was
good enough
okay.
to where it fits in the trilogy.
Yeah.
But like 4 just doesn't. Star Wars, on the other hand, Star Wars is a universe of stories. Star Wars is a story on itself. It doesn't have to follow, which is why you have the sequel trilogy, which follows like Rey and Kylo Ren.
But at
You
the end
have
of the day, it's
original.
still part of Palpatine's story, and Palpatine he could have straight up died the same way he did in Return of the
Yeah.
Jedi, and no one would care.
Yeah.
It did nothing for the universe.
That is true.
Yeah.
I would still argue Toy Story 4 for trash.
Okay.
I'm in.
I'd say B, but you can put it in trash if it makes you feel
Seth,
better.
deciding vote.
I'm with Shay. I'd have to put it.
God,
You can't put it in
it's
trash.
going in C.
That's
I
fair.
really want to put it in trash. I just thought that'd be epic. The last one is Us, and I don't know who
Is
all of us.
Hereditary not on there?
That was a 2018 movie.
Oh, well, we saw it.
Okay. Here's the thing. We switch Us to Hereditary, and we judge Hereditary with the Us poster.
Okay, fair.
So Hereditary.
But I thought Lost was A tier, by the way.
Yeah, I would
But-
put an A tier.
I will die on the S tier hill for Hereditary.
I will say
From a horror standpoint,
I
it
will
was
say
phenomenal.
C tier. I was just bored.
It wasn't my kind of movie, but I can definitely respect the level of cinematography that it was.
Yeah.
Like the actual film was very well done. Everything
Yeah.
about it was definitely A to S tier. It just I didn't like it.
As someone who like loves horror movies and watches like every horror movie that comes out, I would put it in S
Over
tier.
the last 2 years, would you say that is the best horror movie?
For me personally, yes. Easily.
I don't know what mine is.
I think
If you say something like The Conjuring,
No.
you're gone.
Mine.
So
is
am I putting
The
this in S
Conjuring.
tier?
My favorite is The Conjuring.
would you put
Yeah, I
Hereditary
like The
on the
Conjuring.
same level as Endgame?
For me, yes.
I'll respect that. Are we leaving Toy Story 4 in C tier or are we moving it in trash?
Moving it in trash.
I feel like it has to stay in C tier.
Moving trash.
Trash.
I really want to put it in
It
trash.
wasn't
though.
bad. It
literally
wasn't bad though. It was just
a
pointless.
trash character. A character man.
I thought
trash.
I did not like the movie. Like, I left there and I was
really
like,
wanna
that
put
was
it in
bad.
It's meant to be
I really want to put it in trash.
trash. Trash
Are you
it.
putting it in trash for the Forky thing?
No, I just want to put it in trash.
Put it in
Trash.
trash.
It just feels right.
Yeah.
it is.
Like you guys put Detective Pikachu in trash. I want to put Toy
Also,
Story
I
4
really
in
want
trash.
to put one of them in trash again. So
Oh,
maybe
dude,
4's
you're
on the
right.
way.
We got 4, 4, 4, 5, and 3.
Okay, Dark Phoenix, Captain Marvel,
Captain Marvel.
Godzilla, Lion King.
Aladdin. It's between Aladdin and the Lion King.
I feel like Lion King has to because Will Smith was entertaining. I feel like I would die if I watched Lion King.
What's the
Lion
the
King
three?
was
So you
good
have
though.
Toy
It like
Story,
actually
What's the
seemed
first one?
like the
Frozen
other
2.
movie.
So I'm to put 4 Disney movies.
But that's
Oh,
the
it's-
problem. It was just a
All
clone
these
of
movies are Disney
the
movies.
movie.
Yeah, but that was the point. It was just supposed to be a
Almost.
live action
Oh, yeah,
version. It was just supposed to
yeah, I think about
represent the movie. But if it were to look
I think we
live
just leave it.
action,
I think we just leave it.
that.
Just
That's
leave
so
it.
unsatisfying.
I know.
If you have to drop something, drop Lion King.
Here's the thing, though. It's not an us problem. It'll be a me
That's
problem when I
fair.
edit the video. It's a them problem. All 5 people watching it, it's a them problem. Yeah, I think that's a tier list.
Sure.
all right.
Yeah.
Also, Jake, shall
Have a
we
nice
depart?
Yeah, we do. Actually, it's late.
Yeah.
Do you want help clean any of this up?
I shall take one.
I don't know.
mammoth.
Let me use